They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Brandon LaFell, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now let's go. 3-19.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And some space here. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Gone! Hang on now. Green, 39.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road.
Now good hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hurry up, let's go.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. 30. The 20. 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. That's complete to John Ross. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Here we go. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
66.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Back to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Roethlisberger now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now the pitch to Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down. Roethlisberger now, only one pass has hit the ground for him, 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
4 down. Let's go now.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. 3 first-half touchdown passes now for Ben Roethlisberger. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he's flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. That's complete. Bernard. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Here we go now.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught, but sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front when you really don't need it.
The Bengals getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Well, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's counter, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McDonald. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Underneath, this is Bernard. Space to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he stays up. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. So he got free at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And some room to work. Sheds off the tackle. What an effort. Still fighting for more. A big run there by Freeman. And even 60 yards for him on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Let's go!
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And give him a full 10 yards there. 2nd and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Let's go!
Roethlisberger keeps it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to run with Freeman. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Devontae Freeman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Raymond now on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Jack 16. Hurry up,
Here's Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good game before he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Now back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They toss to Freeman. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Vontez Burfict, the one to get him down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Devontae Freeman, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Raymond now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Leopard!
They'll look to throw. Wilson to his left. At the 31-yard line. He'll wind up, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. And the Bengals on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Let's go now.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Orleans Darkwa with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Raymond now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Around the NFL fourth quarter right now in Atlanta. And the Falcons sort of opening things up there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete. Bernard. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Pittsburgh, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.